Dungeons and Dragons, a game we all know and love dearly, a game that truly inspires creativity. Within the last 5 years, we've seen a massive surge in popularity. Wizards of the Coast reported their seventh consecutive year of growth in 2020, reaching a whopping 50 million players worldwide. Part of this game's appeal is the ability to draft your own content that is usable within the framework of D&D. You could draft your own story or even make your own game using the foundation of D&D. The other part is the fact that all the basic materials you need to play have become widely accessible. Websites like D&D Beyond and Roll20 have put D&D completely online. If you need help understanding the rules, these websites have forums where players regularly discuss things like items, spells, and their true applications. These spaces are judgment-free. The more people who know how to play D&D, the better. However, during this current golden age of D&D, a document was leaked by a third-party developer onto Twitter in January of 2023. This document was titled OGL 1.1. A revision of D&D's previous open gaming license, OGL 1.0a. Real quick, an open gaming license is a license that allows players and third-party developers to make their own D&D related content without any of it being tied to Wizards of the Coast or Hasbro, because they own Wizards of the Coast and so they own D&D. You know, it's capitalism, bro. In essence, it's how you can legally make your own campaign and call it D&D without it being tied to an official Dungeons and Dragons product. The new OGL had some, let's say, interesting changes. It stated that, quote, anyone publishing content under the commercial license will need to register that content with us, end quote, and give, quote again, a summary of the work and, once the work is available to others, a copy of the work. What does this mean? Well, it means that anyone who makes revenue from their own D&D content that they published must have Wizards of the Coast approve of it before they can monetize it. And if they make enough revenue, they have to send some of that money over to Wizards of the Coast because, you know, their pockets are a little dry right now. If they don't like that rule, they can't make any revenue. The community was in an uproar. People were upset that the OGL was even changed in the first place, saying that the old OGL was the most sacred part of D&D. After all, it's what allowed the game to become as popular as it is today. Furthermore, Wizards of the Coast originally designed the OGL to be irrevocable.
Assuming I've done everything right, it's a perpetual license. I think the better interpretation is going to be that it can't be revoked.
Content creators were worried about their ability to monetize or even fully profit from their own original content. Many took to their platforms, and the hashtag OpenDND was created in response. During this time of uncertainty about their rights, players defended the thing they love most and pushed back. Upon receiving the wave of hatred for their changes, Wizards of the Coast rolled for stealth and retreated to rethink the decisions that they had made. After a few weeks of silence, they released a statement, and along with it, said, "It's clear from the reaction that we rolled a 1. D&D's openness and its accessibility are key components of what make the game so appealing to so many players, and the community made sure their voices were heard on this issue. Thankfully, our rights and freedoms as players were recognized, and now we can return to collectively ruining our DMs' lives.